Hi everybody, it's Katie. Today I'm going to be talking about belly button piercings. I just got mine done this past Wednesday on the 12th. My boyfriend had got it for me for Valentine's Day, and I really happen to like it so far. Today what I'm going to talk about is the process of getting it and cleaning it and taking care of it, things to do and what not to do with it. Um, First things first is if you're thinking about getting it done, make sure that you find a reputable place to go to. Do not ever do it yourself. Please do not ever do it yourself because, unless you're a piercer yourself, I don't recommend doing it because, to be honest with you, you're not really going to know how to do it and all of that. And so you just want to make sure that you go to somebody who knows what they're doing. They will give you instructions on how to take care of it and to clean it. Every place is going to be a little bit different, but I had gone to a place that specializes in piercings and tattoos, and the guy that I'd gone to, he has been very helpful with me. He is recommended to not use Epsom salt or any salt water rinses or anything. He has told me to use just wound wash solution, which you can find in any drugstore, any like kind of beauty store like CVS, or you can find in Walmart, any place. Um, it's definitely, when you're thinking about getting the belly button another belly button piercing, you are going to want to make sure that you're ready for the commitment that it takes. It does take at least 6 months to a year to heal. Everybody's going to be a little bit different though. Some people, I've heard, it takes a little bit sooner. Other people it takes longer. It just definitely depends on your body. And, like I said, some people it heals a little bit faster, other people not so much. Um, yeah, you'll hear some people talk about how it doesn't hurt that much to get it done. Other people say that it's like excruciating pain. I'm not going to lie to you, it does hurt. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say that it was about a 4.5 to maybe a 5. Pretty much what you feel is the pressure of the needle and maybe even the jewelry going in, but I've definitely felt a lot worse. But it's not like it's a walk in the park. I'm not gonna lie and not gonna sugarcoat it. It does hurt. Um, the guy that I had gone to did not use a clamp. He just used the needle, and I felt pressure and a little bit of pain, and I had said, when are you going to put the jewelry in? Because I thought that he had just put the needle in to get the jewelry and put it in after, and he said, all I have to do is tighten the top ball. So I was kind of surprised that he had just kind of done it in one swift movement, if you will. But I'm happy with the experience, and I'm glad that I went with this guy because he was knowledgeable and walked me through everything. He had opened everything up while I was there. He had obviously let me pick out the jewelry that I wanted. That's another thing, that you want to make sure that you pick something that you like, because you're going to be with it for at least 6 months. Obviously, once you're fully healed, you are not obligated to change out the jewelry. But you can change it out after the 6 months to a year mark. Another thing is, when you are taking care of your new piercing, you want to make sure that you have a clean environment. If you're using Q-tips, You want to make sure that you have your own thing of Q-tips and not one that's shared with a bunch of people, only for the fact that, you know, you got a lot of people grabbing in and grabbing some Q-tips, and they've got a lot of germs on their hands. Hands are something that are very full of bacteria and germs, and so I would suggest getting your own thing of Q-tips and making sure that you have your own clean stuff. What I have is just a bottle of wound wash solution and Q-tips, and what I do is I will wash my hands with antibacterial soap first and wipe my hands off with a clean paper towel, and then what I will do is spray the piercing, both the top and the bottom holes, and you're supposed to let it sit on there for about 30 seconds or so, and you're going to want to grab a clean, fresh Q-tip, and you're going to spray that solution right onto the end of the Q-tip, and what you're going to do is you're going to just clean around the top of the piercing, and then flip it over, spray more of the solution on the other end, and clean around and inside your belly button on the bottom piercing. Now, when you're cleaning, never, even when your hands are clean after washing your hands with the soap, do not touch or play with the jewelry. Clean around it, and you're going to want to do that 3 times a day, cleaning both the top and the bottom holes. The only time that you want to touch the jewelry is when you're in the shower, and you're going to want to make sure that you're not using anything that has like little exfoliating beads or anything that has a lot of perfumes or something that has a lot of scents or smells in, and because that can aggravate the piercing. And what I usually do is just clean it off a little bit when I get out of the shower. Obviously I rinse really well while I'm in the shower to make sure that I've gotten everything, and when you get out, just pat it very, very gently with a clean paper towel. I guess you could even use like a tissue or something, though I don't recommend anything like that because it does leave like little dust particles. So you just, all in all, I guess you want to be very careful because it's a new piercing. It's one that is very easily, you could get an infection with, not that you can't with other piercings, but this one is a surface piercing, so it's going to be a lot more sensitive. You want to be gentle, you want to be careful about what you're doing. Obviously if you bump your stomach, it's going to hurt, and mine is still, after 5 days of having it, sensitive. The swelling has gone down. It's still red around the holes, which my piercer said that it's not infected. It's just because it's still kind of new. So yeah, what I will do is I will show you guys my piercing, and so you can kind of just see what it looks like. I'm a little bit of a chubby girl, which is gonna look kind of weird. I don't care. I like it. It's something that I've been wanting for a while. So here it is. I will show you. Now, don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's kind of a pretty blue. What it does is it's going to go in through here and up through the skin to right there. And what they do is they will actually screw on that top piece, and they will, depending on what you have for a belly button, but they will grab a little bit of skin and push it right up through, and sometimes they might take a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, depending on the piercer and depending on your body. And so I guess that's kind of it for today. If you have any other questions, leave a comment, message me, subscribe, and I will answer every question that you guys have. And I will see you later. Bye.